Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us once again for your Discipline Therapy podcast on this Discipline Therapy Thursday with your two hosts, Mr. E.L. Discipline, and with him always, Suhey Sotomayor. We have season 7, episode 74, Are Women Better Cheaters or Men? With special guest caller on the line.
Do you want to state your name or remain anonymous?
Well, I'm Sasha.
All right, great.
Sasha Fierce.
All right, so we're gonna. So you heard what today's topic is, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Do
so
women cheat better? Do men cheat better?
okay, so you have the right to plead the fifth. Anything you don't want to disclose, off limits. Okay.
Deal.
All right. What gender cheats more?
Both. I don't think one cheats more than the other, but I think there's a lot of subliminal cheating that people don't realize. Like emotional connection, like you have your work husband. I feel like that's cheating.
I agree.
So what else do you consider cheating?
Well, like just flirting, random flirting, like smiling at somebody. Like, you get that look. I feel like that's cheating.
Okay.
What about touching?
Of course, you better not touch my man. Like, that's definitely cheating.
She's like, I cut somebody's hands off. Shoot.
Right.
Not like in a sexual way. Like let's say a dude told a joke and she just rubs his shoulders.
But you know what? It depends what they look like, honestly. Because if she's like,
she's changing her story up. She's like, well, depends on the story and the joke.
If you got this hot chick touching on your like man, or you know what I'm saying, like you would be mad. But if they're not in their genre of what they would be attracted to, then you wouldn't care.
That's true too.
Okay. So what gender cheats more?
I feel like women can cheat better.
Do they cheat more?
Not more. I think we cheat better.
Okay.
We think about things and we have like a strategy.
Yes.
Oh, she said we strategize.
Yep.
That's
She's
true.
confirming everything I said in shows prior.
Yeah.
Women use their brain efficiently. So most men, it could be alcohol. They're thinking with the other head.
Have you ever cheated?
I've been in that predicament, yes. Yes.
Me too. We've all been there.
Why did you cheat?
Why did I cheat? Because there was a disconnect and I wasn't getting what I wanted from that person.
Okay.
That's all I deserve.
So, what gender cheats more?
I think men cheat more, but I do agree with her. Women, I think men and women cheat differently for different reasons. But I do agree with her that women are more strategic with how they go about their cheating.
What gender do you think? Okay, so men cheat more. Have you ever cheated?
Yes.
Okay.
For the same reason that Sasha said, it was a disconnect.
Okay. What gender cheats more? Both genders cheat, but women cheat more, in my opinion. Have I ever cheated? No. Lifestyle I live. I've always been straightforward. I've been out to the club with my significant other. She spotted a nice ass before me. Want to take her home? So I've always had those type of dynamics. I've been with a bisexual chick. You know what I'm saying? So I never really had to lie to my partner or cheat behind their back. You know what I'm saying?
But there is a way to cheat in your situation. As long if you're not, you have an agreement with your partner, and if you go outside that agreement, it is cheating.
Yeah, that's true.
Absolutely.
That's true.
Absolutely.
But you're a different case because you're poly, right? So you don't really have to. How can you cheat if you already have your like the women?
Well,
your submissives.
I'm polyamorous. I'm not promiscuous.
No, that's what I'm saying. But
no.
women,
I just wanna verify because a lot of women think, oh, he's fucking everybody.
Right.
So he's just using poly.
Right.
I'm polyamorous, not promiscuous, and I'm not a swinger. So that means I'm not going to the club every weekend fucking different women.
It's just the women
in my circle, I'm building an emotional attachment with, building with them. Could be they could be in a different state or close to me, but I have relationships with all of them. You know what I'm saying? I've had subs who've met each other and we're friends. You know what I'm saying? We've had a relationship all together. So that's ideal in the future. I plan to have multiple wives.
Okay.
And kids with those women. So yeah.
So Sasha, how do men and women cheat differently?
I feel like we think about like our pros and our cons and like how we're gonna do it so we don't get caught versus men just
They just
they
go.
change.
They're like a
They
bull
switch
in
it
a
up.
china shop. They just go for it.
Yes.
Come on, men. What are you
Yeah,
doing?
most
What are you
men.
doing?
Yeah, most men are like that.
And then we can cover it up like I'm on my period this week. It lasted an extra few days. You know, we have more leeway.
I think we're also more clever on how to go about things.
Exactly.
And just like she said earlier, strategic and methodical. Like a woman could, you know, like my circumstance, I used to work for this corporation, and there was this customer that she would always come see me. She lived with her man. Dude paid all the bills, and she wouldn't give me the number because he checks the phones. But what she would do
That's a
is
dangerous game to play.
she would come to the store to see me, and sometimes wear these low
Like low cut shirts.
yeah, displaying cleavage. I saw the thing unbuttoned. And I'm like, you didn't go to work like that. You posted in the driveway and looked at yourself in the mirror before you came in, unbuttoned. Maybe he wants sex initially, because how else a woman gonna attract men? Right? They use their body, their looks, right? Because they don't really know what men want. So like we'd hug. You see what I'm saying? So she cheated.
She knew what she was doing.
Even though but she could have been planning that the night prior. Oh, he gets off work around this time, so I could get off work around this time and go to the store and go see him for 20 minutes because after that he gets home. You see how she's planning? You think men are wasting their
alibi ready?
You see, they're ready. You think men are wasting time all this shit?
No.
Their brains are probably hurting going through these scenarios in their head.
The difference is though, a man will fuck 5 bitches in one day and still go home and be with his girl, and a woman will just stick with that one. Well, typically, I think.
That's a man that's a sexual addict and has high like sex drive.
I've known guys to do that.
Yeah.
Or maybe let me rephrase that. I have heard men talk like that. So it could be them just talking shit for all I know.
Yeah, because think about it. Guy only has one dick. You're telling me he's not drained after the second one?
All right, so let me rephrase that. 5 different bitches in 1 week.
Okay.
That actually does make more sense.
One day.
Ain't no Superman out here.
I know the older a man gets, he declines in testosterone level. So
right. Well, this was back in the days. Or,
if you knew that guy, he's probably lying to you, trying to show off.
Maybe.
But
studies have shown that 80% of divorce has been initiated by women. Also, 89% of failed marriages and relationships are due to infidelity. Why do you think there's so much infidelity out right now?
Okay. So now versus 20, 30 years ago, women are more empowered, we're more educated, we're in higher positions than we were before. So we have that money and power. So it's like, I don't need you.
Yeah, because most women look at men as financial providers. That's it. You can't pay bills for me if you can't put a shelter over my head. You not worth to me.
For me, I can do it for myself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Y'all barely satisfying us sexually. I get a toy. So we don't need men. Yeah, I can see that.
Me too. Sasha, do you believe monogamy is dying?
I think that social media and all of like TV, I think it has a part to play in it. And I feel like we don't have enough like real relationships to look forward to. So a lot of people don't know what a normal relationship is.
Yeah, that's a good point.
How do men and women cheat differently?
I cheat differently. So you think about it, like I'm gonna be like, okay, so I know he gets home at this time. I know he's gonna text me at this time, so I'm gonna make sure I text him first. Like maybe I'm going to the gym. Like you make things up. You have a story.
So what about you, Sue? What do you think? How do they cheat differently?
Definitely what Sasha said right now. I don't think men put much thought behind when they cheat. I think it's just like, there it is, sex. I'm gonna go have it now.
Yeah. Me, how do men and women cheat differently? Most men cheat physically. Most women cheat mentally and emotionally. So what is more detrimental emotionally and mentally? Because for sex for a lot of women, is nothing about business, it's personal. For sex with men, especially if they already have a partner, it's business, it's not personal. Because a lot of men, sex is just like taking a piss. They need to release.
Yeah.
So like you were talking about the scenario, he has a wife at home, but he's with all these women. You know, he's not building emotions with them or mental. He don't want to marry them, make them a second wife. He got one already.
Right. I think also when it comes to that though, it's if the man is cheating just physically and not, emotionally or mentally, he's if his girl that's with him knows that he's a constant cheater, that's going to now emotionally, mentally be detrimental for her, even though she's not cheating. She's
Yeah.
seeing him, doing it constantly.
Yeah.
So, do you believe, Mr. Discipline, that monogamy is dying?
Yes.
So,
And it has to do with an array of the things that Sasha mentioned. You mentioned easy access, just economy, that most things are going up. So most households might require two incomes. Just women are now, could be like single mothers, right? Are now required to bring two incomes in. So they got to make a certain capital to provide for the family now. They don't have time for relationships, especially if they're
that's
working
true.
two jobs. So that's building a lot of stress within themselves, maybe sexual tension. And if that man is like, let's say she just started dating a man and she's like, oh, I don't really have time for that. He might not vocalize that he wants time, but he's gonna cheat.
Right.
But he'll say we're in a relationship and he's gonna cheat behind your back.
Right.
Oh, you're doing your thing. You're not giving me attention. I'm gonna do my thing too. In his mind, he doesn't have an agreement.
Do you think women think the same way?
No, because I feel like women are inclined to be taken care of more than men. Men are not. And when a woman feels like she's getting what she wants in that relationship, good sex, good dick, whatever it is, she's not inclined to being promiscuous.
No, what I meant was, do you think women think the same way if they're not having that continuous sex, or not continuous, but that like the same scenario but flipped? The man is too busy or whatever, and she's not getting that attention or whatever. That sexual? It's the same scenario that you just said.
She'll cheat.
Yes, definitely. You're gonna build a vendetta against that person.
Right.
But I don't think she'll cheat.
Well, I think that leads us into this question. Why do you think people cheat?
Because
Excluding
for women, let's exclude sex.
Okay.
Because that's too easy. Okay, so here's the thing. First, Sasha.
Why do you think people cheat?
Okay, so I'm gonna use my experience. So if I'm not getting, so when you first get into a relationship, sex is usually really good, and then it like dwindles down because you get lazy. So if it's not good, if you're not giving me that emotional connection that I need and that attention, I'm gonna move on elsewhere. And if you're over here paying attention like other girls on Instagram, like in their pictures, but you're not like,
Paying
giving me
attention
what
to
I
you.
want, oh, bye.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I think there's like multiple reasons why people cheat. It could be they have, what's the word?
Low self-esteem.
No. No, when they have like resentment
Quarrel?
towards
Okay.
their partner for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Maybe she caught him cheating a couple of times. Now she's resentful to him and she wants to get him back, or I'm gonna get mine too. Or maybe she
Revenge.
cheats because she's doing everything at home. In her mind, I'm doing everything, in the house by myself. For that, I'm gonna go find somebody else to help me out with, with this aspect or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe the same thing. Now, for women and men, it's different. A man might cheat because he's not getting enough sex with his partner. She might not be supporting his dreams. She might not be feminine, submissive, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Giving him peace. Oh man, I hate fucking going home because every single time I go there, it's gonna be some type of shit. So I'd rather just stay here and do overtime. And build this work wife. Build with her. I see her more than I see my wife. Okay. Women, it's a lot different. Feminine women. I'm talking about masculine women, but feminine women, they're not gonna cheat physically right away. they're gonna build the backup first, the emotional connection.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not getting that emotional mental connection. Let me go on Instagram and DM a guy, a dating app. Build a secret Facebook group, and my husband don't know about it.
Or
And
cry to your work husband about whatever's going on at home.
yeah, and you build with the work husband. But yeah, they start building that emotional attachment first. And then once you get them there, then the physical is the tip of the iceberg. But if it does get physical, she's ready to go.
Yeah.
It starts
That's
with
like the
them.
last step.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it starts with them being emotionally checked out.
Mm-hmm.
So women work that way where men are different. Men are straight physical. But the reason why a woman could cheat is she might not the same thing. He's not supporting her dreams. She could be feeling low self-esteem, depression.
She could feel low self-esteem because of him.
Yeah, he doesn't find me physically attractive. We're not having sex. He's not around.
Or he's not giving her that attention, and somebody else comes up, and it's something that she's not used to at home. That she's gonna run to that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Has social media, music, or television played a big role in the destruction of the traditional family or relationships?
I think it has.
Yeah, I agree.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Which do you think has a bigger role in it, or do you think it's all the same?
It all goes together because if you're seeing it's repetition. If you see one thing everywhere, it's gonna like go in your head like, oh, this is normal.
Right. This must be the way it is. Yeah.
So social media for me.
Yeah. Not music?
Social media for me. You said the bigger impact. All of these are major impacts, but the social media. Because the thing is, like, you don't have access to the music. You don't even have access to those musical artists. Some people are just weird. They follow them and think that they got access to these celebrities. Oh, I love Drake. Don't worry, baby. You don't have to feel any type of way. I'd never fuck Drake. I'd never meet him.
Okay,
but he's my celebrity crush. She's still cheating. You see, because you feel like you can't get the guy. But what if I got you, Drake, right now? What would you do? Probably cheat.
You're saying social media makes it easier. It's easier access
because
you
of
can
the easy
meet
access.
somebody.
Yeah, and she could slide in Drake's DM. I'm just using Drake as a example. You see what I'm saying? LL Cool J or something. She could slide in it. In the music, it's something you listen to. Television, you can't grab nobody.
No, but I'm talking about the messages being sent through music, through TV. You watch it, a movie.
No, that's sheep-minded women. But even a woman who is wolf-minded, she can always go on social media and a dating app and actually get real conversation. You see what I'm saying? Like a Drake, a Drake will respond to a IG model's DM like that more than he gonna respond to me.
That's true.
He probably will leave me on scene.
Yeah.
I talk about some business proposition. You know what I'm saying? Whereas the IG DM, oh, let me send you my titties. Right. I'll fly out of my city. He's replying right away. So it's different because there's easy access. You could actually communicate with them. You could go on their post. They could at you.
Yeah.
They could reply to you.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying? So it's different from the actual music and television. The music and television is just there for you to observe. You can't text them. You can't. Oh, I love that actor. How can I get in contact with them? You see? It's the social media. You eradicate the social media. It's what it is. You could even follow guys who are tatted, muscular, and whatever. Visually,
that's true.
You see?
Do you consider flirting cheating while in a relationship?
Yes and no.
Okay, tell me the yes part.
Sometimes, so like I'm super nice, and sometimes it can come off as flirting, but it's really not. It's just my personality. But other times you see a fine guy, yeah, you gonna flirt, but you're not gonna do anything else. So I think that is cheating because I wouldn't want that done to me.
I agree.
Women who are indecisive always say yes or no. So I believe that you, Sasha, believe flirting is cheating. Don't make it subjective for you because, oh, I'm a friendly person. You believe it's cheating. Sue.
It is cheating.
Sue.
Is flirting cheating when you're in a relationship?
Yes. I believe flirting is cheating when you're in a relationship. Now, if you have an agreement with them and you're like, hey, I flirt. Is this something that is going to bother you or whatever it is? No, it doesn't bother me. Then he or she can't get mad because they've already accepted that and they know that's how you are. But if there's no discussion and you're doing it, whether it's behind their back or to their face, which is the worst thing, to their face,
in front of them.
it's cheating. You can't blanket it by saying I'm a friendly person.
No, but that I did want to touch upon that because there are, some people are naturally just nice. I'm not talking about flirting. They're just a nice person, and that
you
does
know what?
come
That's
across.
great. That's great when you're single.
But being a nice, friendly person, excluding touching other people and stuff like that, but just talking to them, having eye contact, that's not flirting.
Okay, we're gonna get into that.
Okay. Sasha, do you believe that cheating is when your partner has physical intimacy with someone else?
Cheating is all of the above. Physical, emotional. I think emotional and mental it's even worse than physical.
Okay. I agree with you.
Okay. So touching, kissing, oral sex, all of that. Now, that's why I said, here we go.
Here we go.
Sasha, do you think having an intimate, I will reiterate, an intimate conversation with a homeless man in the street, a stranger, considered cheating?
Hold on. Before you answer, Sasha, I need to know, what is your definition of intimate? Sexual?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
So you do, Sasha?
I'm just trying to understand what you're saying. So so you and I never met each other, but I'm over here pouring my life out to you. Is that cheating?
Yes.
There's like a gray line though. Like,
so it's not cheating.
No, but if you're over here talking about your sexual life, then it's
no. See, that's women are getting this misconstrued. Intimacy is not just physical. Intimacy is in the entirety.
No.
So
intimate conversation.
Yes,
I took it.
Yes, intimacy, intimate conversation, but it's intimacy. That's the core thing. So if you're having intimacy, as far as conversation with a homeless man in the street, is it considered cheating? Sasha, you said no, right?
Right.
Sue.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Because there's levels. There's different.
It is cheating from my perspective. You ladies are fine. But I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna tell you why.
And then can I go after you?
Yeah. Intimacy is physical, emotional, psychological, sexual, spiritual, and all that. So I'm gonna give you an example because I know female nature. And I know right off the bat, they don't just sleep with men right away. That could be somebody that's just different. A masculine woman, whatever. A feminine woman, if she approaches a homeless man and she starts telling him secrets about her family, her insecurities, and all of that, she's cheating. Why? Because that's privileged information. Huh? Yes. Women are more emotional than...
Put it like that. You're right.
Women are more emotional than men. So if she's in it's different when you're having a specific conversation. How was your day today? Oh, my day was fine. But once you start getting into, my middle name is this. My family used to do this. Yo, I got abused when I was young. I did it. These are my secrets. You start telling this to the homeless man, you're cheating. Why? Because what makes a difference with the man knowing that? A man values you because he knows that he's different and you're treating him different from other men. That could be he sees in private what men don't see in public. Your ass cheeks, your cleavage. You tell him things in private that the world don't know about. That's intimacy. In my opinion, because it's emotional intimacy, it's mental intimacy. And if she's doing that, even if she says, man, this fucking homeless guy, I would never fuck him. That's not the point. That's not the point. It's the actual act. You see, it's the same thing as a woman patting a man. Oh, you're so funny. And she pats his shoulders and the boyfriend gets mad. Yo, why are you cheating on me? But that's a fucking, he's a loser. He's overweight. You know I don't like overweight dudes. What's wrong with you? Yo, the standard is never touch another man unless he's your dad or your uncle or whatever it is. So you're cheating. You see? And that's just my ideology. People don't have to agree with it, but if she is engaging in an intimate conversation with a homeless man or a stranger, man specifically, she's cheating.
Because you're making yourself easily accessible to other people.
Yes. She broke it down. Your woman is easy. Your woman's not supposed to be easy. Especially if she's your soldier and she's like your ride or die and your most prized possession. Other dudes shouldn't have easy access to that. Not her mind, not her emotions, especially not physical and sexual. And I just think old school way. I'm just traditional, so I think this way. But new age generation dudes are probably like, man, this guy's overboard. This guy is crazy. And that's fine. People can think however they want to think. But this is how I think. So the women in my life, this is the standard they gotta follow. See? So what do you said you had something to say? About the intimate conversation?
It was about the intimate conversation. But I was being a technical fighter how you are. Oh. So that's okay. We're just going into the next one. If a woman gets into an argument with her man and it went sour and they don't resolve it, and she heads over to social media and takes off her clothes or goes to the club with her friends wearing something too revealing or inviting to the opposite sex, is that cheating?
Okay, so this is my problem in relationships. Men always have a problem with the way I dress.
What type of men do you date?
Right, I know.
Do you have
but I model, so it kind of like goes with,
I mean, they should be understanding if you're a model,
if you're
especially
a model,
if you're a model. That's your job.
If you're a model and you do that for work, he's either taking it or leaving it.
Right, like that's how you met me, so don't try to change me now. But I guess you do like build a rapport with your partner, and then they expect certain things. But as long as you trust me, what does it matter what I wear?
Okay. What do you think? So it's not cheating.
No.
Okay. What do you think?
You can cheat in a bag. You can cheat in a bikini. Like it doesn't matter what you got on.
Okay. What do you think, Sue?
I think with some of it, like if she gets into an argument and then she goes to social media because she's feeling, down about herself, and she starts taking pictures, promiscuously, then yeah, because like you said, that should be something that's kept for you and your partner. So you know what, I'm gonna go with yeah, because it's the same thing as going out to the club purposeful. If she's doing it on purpose, then yeah, because she's trying to get a rise or attention from, to help ease herself. So I'm gonna go with yes.
But sometimes we do it to make our man like a little jealous to make him want it.
That's manipulation. That's manipulation. That's manipulation. That's not right.
I know women
well, then
that
you
do
should have
that
paid me more attention before.
Eventually, karma's gonna hit you when you keep doing that. I'm just saying.
So what if a man does the same thing? Is he cheating?
Doing what? Taking his clothes off?
Getting that fresh haircut, getting dressed up, smelling good, going to the club and buying the girl a drink.
Oh, he better not buy no other bitch a drink. Like, no.
Okay.
No, he's cheating.
He is cheating.
He is cheating.
Okay.
He is cheating, but a man getting his cut and all that and going to the club,
I mean,
knowing that there's gonna be other women, that's not cheating.
Well, only because there's no other way for him to show off, to show, like a woman gets dressed is to show off her body. How is a man going to show off his body? You know what I mean? Like that's the only reason. I attribute that if a man is getting dressed after arguing with his girl, getting all dressed nice, like you don't always dress like that. Where you going? Why is your haircut all of a sudden you got a new cologne? That's what I'm talking about. Like how I don't know how other way.
Yeah, but it's not cheating.
Okay.
You want me to tell you why?
No, I agree with you. I mean,
but do you want me to explain?
Okay.
Yes or no?
Yes.
A man half naked and a woman half naked is different, right?
Yes. Well, even fully naked is different.
Yeah. If I take off my shirt right now and you see my nipples, well, might turn people on, but it's not gonna be something that you're like, wow.
Is that the same if I do it?
Yes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You gave birth and then you breastfeed through those. I can't.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying? So nipples for women are always taboo. Why is this online? You see? Where it's different from men, because we see men shirtless all the time. So a man's body is different from a woman's body. And also, the reality is most women aren't approaching men, even if he is half naked. Could be a stripper or whatever it is. Most women would just stay in their seats and wait to be grinded on. Women are different. So women that are approaching men, that's a dangerous woman. Because she already can get sex easy. She could already acquire sex faster. She doesn't have to put in work. Men do.
That's
so
true.
It's different. Whereas, women get raped. I don't like to talk about it, but women get raped. They're more at risk.
Yes.
A man won't get raped if he's like that. A woman could say, "Yo, I'll rape you," but what are the chances of that happening? If he's a dominant alpha male, he's built like a god, and she's a little woman. You think she's gonna overpower him?
No.
You see? So it's not a risk, even if he's naked. The woman is at risk if she's naked.
Sasha, here's a good question for you.
Okay.
Do you think if someone dates a model, an actor or actress, and that they have a love scene or have to take a picture, like in lingerie, with another model coworker, are they cheating?
That's just so I'm also a nurse, so that's just like asking me if touching a man's private parts because I have to put like catheter in him is cheating. Like, no, that's my job.
Yep.
And that's my job. So you can't get mad at me. And obviously I would just beforehand.
I agree.
But you can't mess up my bag.
Okay. What do you think, Sue?
No, I feel like if a person knew this about that person, knew that they were an actor, actress, a model, or whatever, then they should expect for these kind of things to pop up. This is their job. It kind of, and I know that we're pressed for time, but it's kind of like with the Megan Good situation. She was an actress beforehand, before she got married, and now this, he broke up with her because he didn't like that she was doing love scenes.
Okay. Yeah, that dude is weird to me. Here's the thing. I agree with you, which is rare, especially today. I agree with you. Why? Because there was an agreement in the beginning. That's the only way. Now, if she had told the guy in the beginning, "I'm an actor. Do you have a problem with that?" Well, what is the severity of it? Well, I don't really do love scenes. I don't have sex live.
And then all of a sudden,
she tricked them. Or maybe she didn't trick him because she never did that.
Exactly.
Now, let's say she gets in a new movie and they're like, you know what?
You have to have a love scene.
Yeah, we want her in this scene. And she didn't prepare the dude for it.
That she should prepare him. 100%.
Yeah, that's number one. Number two, if she feels like it's going to hurt her relationship, she should decline it. Find somebody else. Because my man, we already had a agreement in the beginning. So it comes down to what happened in the beginning, the type of agreement. If I got with a model, if I got with an actress, I'm know this right off the bat. You're going to be modeling with other dudes? Yeah, no. If you want to keep doing this job, you're not modeling with other dudes. But this is what I have to do. Okay, so it's that or me. You're an actress. Okay, that's great. I don't want to fuck up your bag. Are you kissing other niggas? Yeah? Are you naked in the bed?
But that's her job.
Let me finish.
Okay.
There's not gonna be no penetration, right? Yeah, but I'll be naked under the covers and stuff. No, you're gonna tell the executive you're not doing that. But I can't. So it's that or me. You see? If there was something established from the beginning, fine. But if this guy it's the guy's fault at the end of the day. If the guy is saying, "Yo, I'm cool with this," even when she said, "Yo, I'll be naked in the bed, but there ain't gonna be no penetration." Then he sees the movie come out and he's like, "You know what? I have a problem with it." That's your fault, buddy. That's your fault. It's not hers.
I agree.
You see?
But also, I mean, the whole movie part, there's like billions of people, like a lot of people on set watching it. Like, there's no way that it could be.
So that's fine. But for my argument, no. Let me finish. My argument, it's a principle. You could gymnastics this all you want. There's gonna be other people around it. It's a principle.
Right. I got you.
It's just like a woman that says, "Oh, he was funny. I just patted his shoulder. I don't plan on having sex with him. I didn't open my legs." But it's the principle, though. You see? That's what it comes down to.
Is liking photos of the opposite sex, which are provocative and sexy photos on social media, cheating while in a relationship?
Well, I'm not gonna clock you, like I'm not that type of person. But no, I don't think it is.
And most women don't.
Do you think it is when a man does it?
I like guys that have nice bodies pictures. Like, it doesn't mean I want them. It's not that serious.
Do you?
I think any of this stuff while you're in a relationship could be considered cheating. And that's the
I
key
also
word.
think it's maturity level and
who you're with.
Now,
you got to know who you're with.
And here's the thing. I disagree with you, Sasha. It's not a maturity level. And that can be unless you expound on that, and I'm just speaking on my ass. Maturity level where you could be saying, well, if the man is secure, he'll allow that. That's manipulation, if that's how you think of it as. So it's not a maturity level, in my opinion, when it pertains to that. If the woman is saying, but if you're secure and I'm the only one giving you the pussy, don't. So it's not a maturity level in that sense. Me, I agree with you, Sue. If you're in a relationship and you're doing any of these things, it's cheating. You follow your favorite porn star. You're a female. You're liking guys' shirtless pictures. Cheating. Same thing with a man. If you are a man and you have a specific type of wife and you're liking twerking, half-naked women, you're cheating. You see? Me, I never put myself in a position to be tempted. I don't follow women on Instagram that their profile picture is just with their ass cheeks. I don't do that. So, because I could already see what their profile pictures are going to be like. I'm going to be tempted to go online every day and see her twerking. Oh, did you post a new twerking thing? So I don't put myself in positions to be tempted visually or physically. But I'm a different type of man.
Well, I also feel that if you're going to do any of these things, right, you have to take into account if by you doing any of these things is going to make your partner upset, then you know that it's wrong for you and that in that relationship.
Yes.
Now, if you know, oh, he doesn't care that I like, pictures or whatever, then again, you have to know your partner and what, you guys have agreed to.
Yes. It's not, to me, it's not like a maturity level for either party. It comes down to respect. It comes down to, okay, my partner doesn't like me looking at other men. So I respect him, I value him, and I won't do that. It has nothing to do with I'm the only one that's giving him my panties.
Hello.
It has to do with respect.
Can you hear us, Sasha?
Well, guys, I have to go, but it was really nice having this discussion.
Okay. Thank you for being a guest on the show.
Yes, it was nice having you on.
Having me.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Bye, guys.
All right. So I believe that if the man, it comes down to a respect factor, and that's in both parts. So if the man, even if the man has the pass, like for me, I have a pass being the head of the relationships and poly.
That's what I thought you were gonna, because you're poly.
And poly. However, you're never gonna see me posting gray sweatpants, showing my dick print, swinging my hips, making my ding-a-ling pop to entertain my thirsty female lonely housewives or female followers, even though they want that. You're not gonna see me posting my abs or my tattoos unless it was a model picture. I'm not doing that randomly for attention. You know what I'm saying? Because the ones that I'm engaging in private are fortunate to get those gifts that not everybody is. You see, this is where the loyalty comes in. And, loyalty and faithful are different, but this is where the loyalty factor comes in. But part of that is the respect that I have for them. Just like I won't let a stranger female call me daddy or any of those things, like my king. She could call me king, but putting my king in front, that's a problem. I'm checking them. Poppy, all of these things are personal. That I have women that are calling me that and have earned it. So that is where I show them respect and the loyalty. You see what I'm saying? And I have the pass.
Gotcha.
So it's like, it's mutual respect on both ends. It's not a maturity thing. Most women say that to get out of it so they can do it. It's a Me Too movement.
I do have to disagree a tiny bit with the maturity level. I think there's different levels of maturity, but for the most part, I do agree. It has nothing to do with, it has very little to do with maturity and a lot to do with knowing your partner and having these discussions beforehand.
And because it comes down to respect.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it comes down to in a relationship. So most modern relationships, just to give my final thoughts, most modern relationships don't respect each other, and it could be subconscious. You know what I'm saying? And they don't feel that they're doing anything wrong because, hey, I could follow that celebrity and he posts these all day long. It's out there for everybody to see. Who cares if I'm liking it? Right. You see? Meanwhile, she should say, I shouldn't put myself in a position to be visually tempted.
Or if you have to question yourself, is this gonna cause a problem? Then chances are it's gonna cause a problem. So don't do it.
Yeah. So it's not a problem if she's like, oh, like let's say her favorite celebrity boxer or musical artist, rapper, whatever, that she saw and they're like, oh, he's handsome or whatever. But she's not interacting with him. She's not in his DMs. She's not in his comments. She's not liking his pictures. That's fine if you're like, oh, he's handsome. You know what I'm saying? Don Omar, Canelo Alvarez, whoever, rap artists or whatever, or Brad Pitt. You could say they're handsome. But you're not interacting with them.
Yeah, that interacting is the problem.
Yeah, the moment you start interacting, liking pictures in the comments, in the DMs, wanting to meet them. Oh my God, they're in my city, and then it's cheating. Because all those things could lead to things.
To something, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
So what do you final thoughts?
My final thoughts are just what I've been saying throughout this whole thing. If you're single, like whatever you want. Do follow whoever you want, take pictures, whatever it is that you want to do. But once you get into a relationship, you have to know your partner. You have to have these, discussions, see what you guys have agreed upon. And if, the most important thing is if you ever have to question yourself about whether or not this is going to, cause a problem, then chances are it is going to cause a problem and you shouldn't do it.
And smoke weed every day. You know what I'm saying?
That's
it
always
tends
a good
to
thing.
make you not feel stressed. Y'all could smoke together and y'all be happy, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I'll always go back to the respect factor. You know
I
what I'm
think
saying?
I always go back to the weed.
Like if y'all respect each other, then all of these things won't even be a factor. Like you won't even, like a woman that respects a man highly, even if he was like, baby girl, it's all right to go to the club. If you say, yeah, he's let me go in the clubs before, but I know this specific club, there's gonna be more men than girls, I'm not going. She automatically makes that decision for herself because of that respect. When a woman it just both ways. When a man or a woman has respect for you, there's certain things that they won't do. There's certain things that they will do. So that's what it comes down to. It comes down to the respect. It's not the love. It's not you're the only one I'm fucking. It doesn't, none of that stuff. Because women and men are naked or take down their panties in front of men and women all day, every day, that they don't trust and they don't respect.
That's true.
So we see it online. We can see naked women online. It's like, it comes down to that. It comes down to the trust and the respect. If she holds you a high regard and high authority and he's like, no, she won't even give you no back talk. You want me to go to this specific club? No. Club Live in Miami is a monster. I don't want you going there. Single women women in relationships should not be going there. So I don't want you to go there. Okay, daddy. She don't, but I'm not gonna open my legs. She don't give you
Give you
that
that pushback.
because it's that
Why?
respect. And she knows that you have her best interest at heart. You know what I'm saying? But also when it comes to the man should hold himself accountable prior to anything else. So the woman shouldn't have to be checking you like, why you showing your dingling online and stuff like that. You a beta male. Like you should be saying that to yourself, like, I'm not gonna do that. You be holding yourself accountable prior before.
That is such a weird thing to see a guy do too.
Yeah.
Like so weird to see a guy do shit like that. I'm like, what are you doing?
But the thing is, if he's doing that, he's probably a stripper or just a beta male. Because men are not attention whores. That's a feminine.
True. The only time I've ever seen like when they do this is when they are strippers.
That's a feminine trait. Yeah. So I'm just giving you examples. All right. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you are tuned in to the most controversial, raw, uncut, unapologetic, no holds barred, real podcast. Discipline Therapy Podcast. Peace.